Good morning, horse race enthusiasts. This is John. It is October 10th, and I want to just go through a pick five sequence at Keeneland, starting with the sixth race, right? There's a couple of graded stakes races, and there's a couple of horses in those graded stakes that look like it could have a couple of singles, so it really makes its way up for pick five. So let's get right into it. All right, sixth race. Starting with the sixth race, it's a pick five. Minimum bet is 50 cents. It's the Indian Summer, 250K, 5.5 furlongs on the dirt, on the turf, and it's for 2-year-olds. So, you look at horses that two things: one, that have experience, and two, have run on the surface, and three, have run in graded stakes, right, or better, or at least a 250K race. I think the prohibitive favorite here is going to be the 4-5 Morning Line. Love Reigns, Irish horse, ran a couple of times. Actually ran at the Ascot as well, came in fourth. Irad usually rides it. It's curious. Keep that in note. Wonder where Irad is today. It looks like he's not running at Keeneland, so I don't know where he is. Maybe it's back at Belmont, or maybe there's another race going on that I should be aware of, but I'm not at this stage. So anyhow, I think the 5 is the winner. Early speed, is probably 20 points above everybody else in terms of buyer speed figure. 1 for 1 at Keeneland, 3 for 2 at the 2 for 3 at the distance. I go second place. I go No Nay Hudson, and again an Irish horse. So there you go. Here's your Irish daily double. No Nay Never, Wesley Ward trained, ran a 68. So there you go. There's the difference in the par. The speed value. And then I would like the 11, Private Creed. These horses have run together, placed in sort of this sequence, so that looks reasonable. Now, the one thing I want to call your attention to is in the sixth race, and you can notice in my pick 5 I slimmed it down a little bit, but the 10 looks to be a little bit overmatched in this race. However, the 10 spots some speed in its only race, and the trainer has really good stats. Some of the stats, I just look at this: 2-year-olds 21%, turf sprints 25%, turf race 33%, sprints 20, and then so that's that. So I think this, the 10 has the early speed. If the other horses don't fire, this could be the horse. So that's why in my pick 5, I've put the 5, who I think is the best horse. So I almost had 3 singles in this sequence, and the 10. So going on to the next race, it's the 7th race. It's maiden special weight, 100, 7 furlongs on the dirt for 2-year-olds once again. I liked Johnny V riding the number 2 horse, Perform. Looks like the best horse, best speed figures last out. Blinkers on, no experience at Keeneland, was at Saratoga, and looks like ran all right, but just faded, just not too, just tired, right? So maybe it needs to be. It's Shug McGay, he's the trainer, so maybe he just needs a little bit more training. Watch out for this horse, the 2 horse. I also like the 10 in second place. The 10 really quickly is What a Blast. It has the early speed, so that's why I put it in there. You never know with the speed. It could be improved, could have, could be better trained, that kind of thing. Has a little more endurance. I also like the 8 as a long shot here. But it falls off pretty quickly. The 8 could improve. Has good. We saw Violence, saw a horse win yesterday, sired by Violence. This is a Lemon Drop Grand Dame. Sire. So, I'd consider the 8, but in the 7th, but I really think the 2 is the single here. So, on to the 8th race. Keeneland, mile 16th on the turf. The Bourbon, Grade 2 Bourbon. I landed on the 6th. Bopio had the most. Here's the thing: had the highest speed figure, but also had the most difficult races. So faster against more experience, right? Well, better. this isn't necessarily a drop down, although that was a grade 3. This is a step up. What you have here is that you don't have as experienced horses running in this race. Most of them are jumping out of maiden special weight, so I feel that this 6 is the likely winner. I'd probably compass that with a horse that ran in the same race. Was out there, for a younger horse, was out there, but didn't really progress too much. So got out, kind of ran with the flow. That's the in the winner is number 12. I like number 12 quite a bit, and then it falls off again quite a bit here. But I would say, the 11 would be the next best there. So that's the 8th race. The 9th. It's a great race. I love the 9th. Only 5 horses. Some of them are very good horses. Some of them have seen each other before. So, this is a classic race between 2 good horses, 2 different opposing styles. So they're unlikely sort of to burn each other out, if you will. The number 1, Malafat, tends to be a closer. I've seen this horse run. I've seen her run in Saratoga. And I just feel like I've seen her a couple times at Saratoga, to tell you the truth. And I feel like this horse is, with Johnny V on her, is probably going to take this race. If she can run something similar to what she ran in the Personal Ensign, stayed close within a couple of lengths to less than 3 lengths from the leader, looks like she's going to do all right. Latruska, I think if I identified this correctly, if I remember correctly, the last time that Latruska ran, I think I had stated that she was unbeatable. And I think she lost, obviously, to Malafat here. So, who knows? Maybe she wants her revenge today. Like I said, Latruska has a different style. She's the speed. She's got, she's all her numbers. Most of her numbers are in the 100s plus. There's nothing wrong with this horse. Here's what I think. The next horse, which is also a decent horse, but is just running at a different sort of pace, is the Army number 2 Army Wife. Army Wife looks like is destined for 3rd. Is really the best that they can do, and then I think between 4 Play Hard, who has speed. It's funny to say this, right? But this horse is the key to the race. The 4. Because you feel like Latruska's going to go out. Play Hard is a speed horse. Is going to go out with. Latruska is a way better, classier horse, right? But can Play Hard wear her down? That's going to be the question. And I'm betting that Malafat can come on to win. He's going to stay close to the pace and be able to close into it. So there's going to be pace in this race, and we're going to be able to close into it. So, with that all said, in the 9th race, I like the 1-3-2-5. I think that Play Hard is just going to fall after going up against Latruska for most of the race. So 1-3-2-5, and then in the 10th race, I think the 10th race was fun race. I like the 10, who is Reigning Spirit. Reigning Spirit's kind of been in the race with Mud Pie, lost to Mud Pie recently. I feel like Johnny V took a wide trip last time. Sometimes you can't help it, and didn't really perform the best. You have Rosario on her today. He's run her once before. The jockey thing is a little bit disarming to me because I feel like I'm just looking to see where Johnny V is running on this one. Johnny V's on the 7, so that's curious. Kind of making it up on the fly here. I don't have the 7 in my bet on the 10th race. Let's keep the 7 to the side for a second. I'd like the 10 and the 8. The 8 was Mud Pie. Those 2 should factor into it. So highly probable that the winner is going to be one of those 2 horses. I think most probably the 10 and then the 8 subsequent. And then I came with the 4. I know a lot of folks like the 4. Let me just take a look at it. Okay, Saez, 91 speed figure, close closer, Dynaformer, I like that. 0 for 2 at Keeneland, that's a little disconcerting. So, I'm going to stay with my bet, and I'm going to go 10, 8, 4. I like the 2 after the 4, but we're really stroking down there. I'm considering the 7. That's what I maybe throwing my pick. So, let's take a look at what we got for the pick 5. We'll try to make this as straightforward as possible. So, pick 5 time. 6th race, I like the 5 with that long shot 10. I singled the 2 in the 7th race. The 8th race, I have 4 horses, 6, 12, 11, 9. Hope for the higher odds. 9, I'm singling Malafat. That's going to be that's a little bit of a concern. But I may at the 11th hour throw Latruska in there. I might just do that since I have 2 singles. And then, so basically what I just did, the calculation, is that I'm going to leave the 7 out of the 10th race, maybe throw 4 into the 9th. And then anyhow, the 10th race, I'm going to like the 10, 8, 4. Maybe a win bet on the 7. $5 to win, probably high odds. $5 to win on the 7 in the 10th race. So there you go, horse race enthusiasts. Hopefully that was clear. We'll see how it goes today. It looks like a good day for racing. A couple of good graded stakes races. Some real champions running today. Always a great day if you're in that area in Lexington and be able to get out and see these horses. Gosh, would I like to do that. But good luck at the racetrack today. Have a great Sunday and a good beginning of your week. Thank you for joining. If you like these videos, please subscribe. We'd love to have you join us and participate. Also, please like the videos, and any comments, any questions, anything that you find interesting or you need to do more of or less of, please let us know. We want to improve. So one more video today, likely towards the end of the day. That's on the whole ethics / sportsmanship / race riding. It's a big theme today, these days, and it happened yesterday. It happened a couple of weeks ago. So we're gonna do a special highlight on that. So thank you, race fans. Talk to you soon.